Hello, the internet. It is Wednesday, the 15th of January, 2025, and welcome back to the channel. Apple have updated the HomePods and the Apple TV for, how do you say it without triggering it? The word that rhymes with dreary and the other word that is not grass. You no longer need to say the grass word. You can just say deary. I'm looking that way because I've got the HomePods over there, which we're going to be talking about. I don't want to trigger them right now, but they've updated this. And there is a feature in this update which really sucks for those of you who use your HomePods in conjunction with an Apple TV. In my case, I use two of the old school big ones as a stereo pair, and I watch movies and shows, and they're awesome, or they were until this update, which has killed a feature, which seems like an oversight. I think maybe they're going to fix it, but I want to highlight it while it's here because it's very frustrating. So first thing we're going to do is take a look at my setup. If we go across here, I do have my home app here ready to roll. So the first thing you can see is the Apple TV here. If we go down to the details, you'll be able to see the update is 18.2, version 18.2. If we go out of there and go back to the stereo pair HomePods, we can't see that it's on update 18.2 because they're a stereo pair, they're linked. However, you can tell by seeing in this section here where it says listen for dreary or grass dreary, but you know, the old version, it was always grass dreary, if you feel what I'm saying, right? So that's what I wanted to show you there, in the sense that that's my setup. Now I want to cut across to my actual television and I'll show you what's going on here and how lame this is. I'm going to get an NDI source here. Just before we do that, I want to make certain I've got video here. Yeah, we're good with video, and we should be good to cut across to that from here. Skins, take these off. My bad. We should be good there with an NDI source. Yeah, that's good. Okay, cool. So I guess the first thing to note here, if this is all working accordingly, are we on the wide lens? No, we're on one lens. I'll go to the wide one. That's that's better. So the first thing to note here is if we grab the remote and we go out of the screensaver, go down to settings. I just want you to verify that we are using the HomePod we said we were. Go to video and audio, go down to audio output. There you go. Oh, here, whoops, been on stereo pair. So we're definitely using the correct speakers here for this, just so that you know. And there they are, by the way. There's one there and there's one there, and there's the Apple TV machine. So if we go back to what I've been watching on YouTube, which is a fantastic show, which I'm sure you're going to enjoy. I'm sure you've all seen it. I'm quite late to the game here. Minefield. This has been fantastic. Now, if I play that using the button here, check it, just to make sure that it's working. We love destroying things. Now I pause it with the button. I put my remote down, and this is what I would do, chilling out here, relaxing, sitting back with all this playing, and I'd say, Siri, play. Siri, pause. And that all works, right? Now you saw that that was Siri activated. I wasn't touching the remote, so that's awesome. But the feature that they've disabled, which really sucks, is volume up and down. Now check this. Siri, play. Siri, volume 100.
Okay, this is as loud as it gets.
Didn't Siri pause? Siri, pause. So what you saw there was the sound coming out of the HomePod didn't change, except that Siri said the volume went up. Now, how can you verify that? By grabbing the remote and actually voluming up and checking on the screen here. So the volume So right now we'll set this very clearly down to, you know, that's probably 10. So now if I could probably do it here, it won't make any difference for the sake of not triggering everyone's Siri. But if I play it from here, it's very low volume. If I turn it up from here, oh, wait a second. Don't use this. Siri, volume 100.
This is as loud as I get.
So it's not upping the volume of the show. And you can tell because you can't hear anything. But if you went there and turned it up,
Here, knowing I can drop it. I am in control.
you're in control. I wish we were in control. So what I'm saying is this is a shitty update, and surely somebody spotted this. Like, how can this not be? How can they test this and not test that feature? You used to be able to say, hey Siri, volume up, volume 100,
This is as loud as it gets.
and it would change the volume on the show that you're watching. Now it just changes the volume on the HomePod. Why would you want that? Why would you want her to speak louder? You're watching the show. You want the show to be louder. Am I the only one say this doesn't seem like? Let me just get back over here. This doesn't seem like it's a huge thing to work on, right? This seems like a very, very simple remedy or a simple fix that Apple should have been on. Now, the question I've got is, can you roll back HomePod speakers to a previous firmware update? Can you do that? I haven't done it. I would do it in a heartbeat if someone could sort of alert me how that's done, because I don't care that you don't have to say grass anymore. You can just say dreary. I don't care for that. Like, one word. Would I rather have one word missing out of my heavy duty day, or would I rather be able to up and down volume and do all the things that would part of that? Like, why can you play it and pause it, but you can't volume up and down? That makes no sense, Apple. This kind of stuff definitely needs resolving, or at least someone else. I'm a nobody. Nobody listens to me. Anyway, somebody else that is higher up, can they work on this and get the word out? I'll tag this out and do all the stuff, but it'll go nowhere. And hopefully somebody sees it and fixes it, because that's lame. Hey, if you thought this was helpful, or if you thought this was depressing, or if you thought it was dreary, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next upload.